Hello, thank you for checking out Mr. Ware's videos. And today we're looking at transversal problems with equations. So let's work out a couple of these. Alright, so you should know that with a transversal, that's the line that goes through two parallel lines. These lines right here are parallel, right? Certain properties happen. Alternate interior angles are equal. Corresponding angles are equal. Um, um, Vertical angles become equal to each other. Um, Same side interior or co-interior angles add up to equal 180. There's a lot of different rules that you got to remember. Um, so, and we're going to use those rules in order to solve for x, which is what we're doing here. Now, instead of remembering all of those rules, this is what I like to do. So, and I'm going to write it over here. If you have uh, two acute angles, like two angles is less than 90 degrees. Come on now. Okay. If you have two acute angles, or you have two obtuse angles, right? They're going to equal each other or be congruent. But if you have an acute, I'll put a little line right here. If you have an acute and an obtuse, or an obtuse and an acute, they're going to add up to equal 180. So if you can remember that, it doesn't matter trying to figure out what type of angle it is. You just got to remember, hey, these are, do I have two acutes and two obtuse, or do I have one of each? So I'm going to show you how that works. So we're looking at this problem here. Given M is parallel to N, find the value of X. So we got two angles. We've got this angle here, right? That's an obtuse angle. And you got this angle here. That's an acute angle. So since you have one of each, they're going to add up to equal 180. So I'm going to set my equation up like that. I'm going to say 8x minus 4 plus 6x minus 12 adds up to equal 180. So now I'm going to work it from there. I'm going to find my like terms. 8x, 6x, negative 4, negative 12. The 8x and the 6x add up to equal 14x. And the negative 4 and the negative 12 add up to equal negative 16. And I'm just going to bring down to 180. Now I'm going to solve for x. I'm going to do the opposite, add 16 on both sides. The 16s cancel out. That's going to leave us 14x is equal to 196. Now I'm going to divide by 14. And x is equal to 14. And because we're not trying to solve for a particular angle or anything here, then the answer is, if we're just looking for x, the answer is 14. All right, let's take a look at another example. Okay, now here we've got two variables we got to find. We got to find the x and we got to find the y. Okay, but if you set up an equation and that equation only has two variables in it, you can't really solve for the actual value of that variable. So we're going to start with the two expressions that have x in them. All right, and we're going to look here at this 6x plus 19, and we're going to look here at this 7x plus 15. Notice how both of those are acute angles. So since they're acute angles, they're going to be equal to each other. So that's what I'm going to set it up. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to come way down here and set these two equal to each other. So I have 6x plus 19 is equal to 7x plus 15. And because I have two acute angles. If there's two obtuse angles, it's the same thing. They're going to be equal to each other. Alright, so now I'm going to find my like terms. And actually what I'm going to do, instead of trying to collect like terms, since there's no like terms on the same side here, take this line off. I'm going to move my variable to the left, so I'm going to subtract 7x on both sides. And my x is going to cancel out. And here 6x and a negative 7x is a negative 1x. And bring everything else down. 19 is equal to 15. Alright, so now we're going to subtract 19 on both sides, still isolating the variable, moving the numbers to the right here. The 19s will cancel out. I have negative 1 is equal to negative 4. Oh, negative 1x. And then I'm going to divide by negative 1. And x is equal to 4. Alright, so we have one of the variables that we needed to find, x. But remember, we still have to find y. Okay? Alright, now in order to find y, we know y is equal to 6x19 because they're vertical angles. So what I could do is say y is equal to 6x plus 19. But now I know what x is. X is 4. So I'm going to plug in 6 and plug in x, which is 4 plus 19. And then I get y is equal to 24 plus 19. And then y is equal to 43. So now we found x, which is 4, and y, which is 43. All right, see if I can get all this in. I know I can get this part in right here. Show you the whole thing. And that's it. That is working some algebraic problems with transversals. I want to thank you for watching Mr. Ware's videos. Have a nice day.